Hello guys, it's Levels here. Today on this video I'm going to be talking about the different types of upscaling and some of the mainline issues or problems that may be associated with different variations of upscaling. So first, I'm going to be playing this music video. It's an old music video by an underground rapper named Blu. He's really good at rapping, but I'm basically going to just kind of show off kind of the differences between the original video, which is basically just the uncompressed, well, not uncompressed, but the 360p, which is an old one. It's called Blu Collar Worker. It's part of his original debut album. And by the way, this is under fair use. This is going to be a complete commentary. It's not just me trying to strip off the entire artist. But right now, what I'm going to be saying is that with this, we're just going to examine it right now. So I'm going to first click on the music video. And okay, that's not the original. That's the original. That's not the original. What I showed up was basically the upscaled version. But let's look at the original thing, and I should be able to do this side by side. This is the original video right here, and then I'm going to open up the new, well, the different. It will let me do this. Okay, let me open up the DLC media player, and we should.
Now it's getting serious. Now it's getting serious.
So as you can tell, if we start looking at the video, you can see that there is a difference between the original version and the upscaled version. Now obviously, I've upscaled it from 360p, 640 by 360, this is 16:9, H.264, and then I used 2-pass video AI to upscale it using the iris, I don't know what they call it, the iris algorithm. And as you can tell, there is some differences in it that we know. Now, obviously, it is sharper. We really notice the image is sharper, but one of the main problems with this image is how you can, if you look at things like if I like pause here, you can see that the faces of Blu himself, looks very like awkward. It looks kind of like just some like weird like art, like some sort of like weird facial. It doesn't really like completely make all the details, and also a lot of the text, as you can tell, like some of it is like jazz and like the hair is stone, it's readable, but some of the stuff like right up from here, you can see that if we zoom in on, well I can't really zoom in on this, but if I full screen it, we can see that the image is kind of making it jumbled up because the AI algorithm is just taking it as like pixels and it's just trying to sharpen it up. It doesn't like really understand what it is that it's trying to upscale. It's just sharpen it up. It will like just expand the pixels. So yeah, if we go looking more into this, you can see that there is some of it does look decent. I mean, like in these moments it looks okay, but the text is really the problem with it. The text, as well as the kind of the look of the actual, like, if I go back, let me go back to this spot, and you can see the glasses. You can see the slight deforming on the glasses that's happening here. Over there, got pause. Again, you cannot read any of the street signs. Lines are kind of uneven and not straight. Everything looks like a blob. Everything is just so cartoonish, and I just noticed that with AI. This image right here looks okay, but again, yeah, this is really definitely an issue because the image right here is definitely starting to look very. If I go here, I'm going to go back to the original open. You can see there's a bit. Actually, this looks in some ways better, in some ways worse. In some ways it does add some more detail, and I do like that, but like it still just looks kind of unnatural. And I just noticed that with the image. Pacific Park, you can tell right here in the Pacific Park sections, you can tell it's, the text is readable. If I go back here, it is noticeably cleaner A bit higher resolution. Obviously, it does look more like a painting, so it's not as like natural and authentic. But it does look in some ways better, but not 100% better. I wouldn't say it's like go back to this. And just kind of like seeing the people here, and you can see that the facial animation here, some of it looks fine, but it's super duper light, kind of just very like just it looks more like a painting than it is an actual image, and it doesn't have enough detail in terms of face. Okay, text is kind of jumbled up a little bit. I'm sharpening it up. You see the tone table, keyboard, no blue himself looking at him. All the lines definitely do look better in some ways. This one here is not that bad actually. This is not a bad looking, with exception of the text. With except the text, it looks pretty good in that way, but the text definitely would have to have a bit of an improvement in terms of that. Okay. Some talking, some of the different, you know, designs on the glass window. You know, so reflections, you know, show up in okay. Color accuracy, same level of color accuracy, a bit more, slightly more detail. Readability of, we can't really read the sign on the bus stop over there. Really kind of an issue. You know, this is, you know, not bad. Oh yeah, we definitely gotta go zoom in. It's possible to zoom in. Let's go right in. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. Oh yeah, that looks off. That looks so off. In Exile, yo. Okay. The books look off. The Quasimodo poster on the wall, you can't really make out the detail. It should say Quasimodo. Oh, go back here. Should show it up. Let me just wait until it slows that up. Okay, so got some water reflections here. Let's go to the oh, that's a good idea. 242. That's what it should be. Quasimodo. It's, you know, whatever gibberish that is, you know, you can read it on there. Here you can't. Go to the lake. Something I can see here. Go here. But if only I can just and see, there's some more detail on the image in some ways, but okay. A lot of text is again unreadable. You can't read any of the text unless it's like really big. Some of the edges on the CD, they just look at that. Just look at that. It's all wobbled. Like it's extremely wobbly. It's not supposed to look like that. It should be circular and not a whatever. Like it looks like a football or whatever. It's just stupid. Let's go here. detailed headlights. The headlights, it looks okay. Faces definitely get screwed up.
Rain begins to fall.
Okay, well, that was that. So now let's go ahead and look at more. So let me open up DaVinci Resolve right now, and I'm basically going to see some of the different upscaling algorithms. Now I'm gonna put the DaVinci Resolve on one end and the regular one on the other. So let's just go ahead and show that up right now. It should load up. Download. Do the same option. Yes. Put this on here, and let me just kind of. If I can, let me modify the workspace. Cinnamon renewal. Okay, that should be. Let's see what this is being used right now. What this should be doing is insecto, real-time scaling. Yeah, so we have different options here. We got smoother, bicubic, bilineal, sharp or bezel, lanceolus, newest navel, where it's just kind of like pixel perfect. So it's like pixel right here and then no pixel up, you know, on the upper right. But if we zoom in on this, let's try to see if I can do that. Well, I can't do that. Great. Can I put this at a window? No. So we can do a newest navel, do Mitchell, do lineal, do Catmull ROM. I can also just do this. Let me just Catmull ROM. This is Neo's navel. Again, this is Neo's navel. You can tell it's very chunky, very pixelated. If you go to Lanceolus, this is going to give me the best balance, in my opinion, between you know, pixel perfect and detail. So it's kind of what I would go with. Although you can see there's some, you know, obviously some noise in the image, some aliasing. That would not look that great. Mitchell? Well, you know, I really don't like how this program does not let me like open up the software as like a, well, not the software, but like open up the video menu in terms of zooming it in. Oh wow. I do know that. Okay, now. I'm just gonna zoom in on it. I'm just gonna zoom in on some things, and I'm just gonna like look at that like that way, and just kind of look at things like the car and see how that looks. I think that's probably the best way of doing it. This is Neo's navel, very chunky, cubic, very soft. You can't really see much of anything. Catmull ROM, chunky, and you know, it's a bit better, but no, goes in very glowy. You can tell lazy with. Make sure. Think smoother, sharper, bilineal, bicubic. But I'm just gonna go with like Lazarus and see how this specifically looks, and then I'm gonna try to do some other stuff along with the image. Real-time process. I'm gonna just say nearest, scaling, fit. I'm gonna go back to the one and reset this a bit, and then I'm gonna go to the editor panel, go to stuff and see what I can do. Some of these features I can't do because I don't have the paper and the software. But what I'm going to be able to do, I do know that debanding in some cases can help with some of the noise. Even though it's really more so for banding, artifacting, and tones of color, especially if you have like composite video. But right now we should be doing this. Let me go ahead and lower the edge stress load. I'm gonna increase that actually. Just gonna see. Clean that up a bit. Some more detail. Okay, that seems okay. Okay, let me try that off. See what else I can do with this. Then sharpening is blocked out, but let me just do this. Let me just go into the fusion panel and just add a sharpening thing on here. Fine, we'll help with this. Low, sharpen. Okay, unsharpen mask. Let's do that. Here. Do that. And then I'm going to kind of some slight there. Okay, not supposed to grain. Man, another tool on top of this. Okay, did I mention this one? Playing around with this. Let me just kind of play around the slide a little bit. Okay. Slight modifications here. Settings. 1080p. See how that works. Image scaling. Let's go with the Lazarus scaling. Gameplay quality. I'm doing that. 1080, 5GB, Rec 7 of 9, traditional stuff here. Okay, got some basic denoising. Yes. Okay, well, I don't know if that's gonna work. It's probably gonna not let me do that since I don't actually have the program. Okay, let me try to do that. Okay, let's get back out here. I could just add some grain to the image to help kind of get a way of trying to get the image. It's funny, I'm removing noise and then I'm adding noise. Funny, but I'm just thinking that maybe adding some film grain to some extent kind of hides some of those artifacting. In my opinion, I will say that like it does. And if I just reduce the size of that grain to something that's more reasonable, decent, some soft, not too grainy. Yeah, that works. Let me just see if I can just upscale, well not upscale, but just render this out. I'm just gonna call this timeline 1. I'm gonna call this just test macros upscaling. Gonna render at 40 frames a second. It should work. So yeah, take about 3 minutes to do, and yeah. Now that the rendering is done, let me just compare both images over here. The AI version and the AI as well as the not upload, but the non-AI over the macro upscaling. And let me also put up the original too.
Now it's getting serious. I gotta talk to my ladies. I don't think y'all get the point. So I am, but I keep gotta work, girl. Now please don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. But I gotta go with worse. I gotta go work. You know what I'm saying? I keep coming. I want to work, but I'm a blue collar worker. There was a long road ahead of me. Eyes wide open, trying to rock upload steady.
There's the most shock to them all. Comparing the regular original version versus the upscaled version. If I just go back to the original form, and it certainly does look sharper. And you have to read the text. Yeah, from the text. I was trying to compare the unfold. See that? I guess it's over here. You tell that the image is definitely sharper on the right compared to the left. Some of the details go back in there, a little bit more natural. less, blurry, and definitely makes it look better. But it doesn't lose any detail. We're not losing any text. So that's kind of this is how you properly do upscaling. You don't want to just use AI. The AI just kind of sucks. The only time I really would recommend using AI is if it's like images that have like not a whole bunch of movement, that don't have a lot of faces in them, then it's fine. But any image that has a lot of text, or like especially small text, but if they, again, like small text, or if it has like facial expressions, that's we kind of don't want to use AI on. That just kind of makes it look bad. So it's kind of good thing. So please like, subscribe, and comment, and yeah.